everybody, Fern and Miss Lynn in the kitchen.
Hey, today we're making butternut squash soup. It's a beautiful fall day here in beautiful Virginia. And we're gonna make our favorite soup that we've been making for how many years for our friends?
Forever.
9 years, I think. Anyway, so here we go. You ready? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're making butternut squash soup. So the first thing we're gonna do is what?
We gotta roast the butternut squash. And so you can pick up squash about anywhere. And I don't have one to show you because I cooked it all already.
We put one up in the corner here to look at.
Cut off just the bottom edge and the top edge. And then cut off the neck and slice it in half so that you have pieces.
And then we're gonna scoop out the seeds just look like we would a pumpkin. We're gonna put it on a baking pan like this. We're gonna drizzle it with some beautiful
Extra virgin olive oil.
Put some salt and pepper on top, and we're gonna roast it in the oven for how long?
350 for an hour.
1 hour. So you're gonna do this ahead of time. I wanna tell you that we did this for a lot of people yesterday. So you stick it in the oven when you're doing something else in the evening. We let it cook in the evening for an hour. We took it out, let it cool. And then what do we do after it cools?
Then we gotta peel it. Take the skin off.
Take the skin off. Super easy. All you do is take a regular peeler or a small knife and just peel it all off because it's super tender. And then we're gonna put it in a big bowl and we're gonna get ready to use it. And then we'll tell you what comes up next. All right, our beautiful butternut squash is all ready to go. So the first thing we're gonna do, and most soups are made this way, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with some onions. We're gonna take a half a cup of minced onions, put them in a big stock pot. And we're gonna take 4 tablespoons of butter, put that in too. A little bit of garlic. I like to use 1 or 2 cloves of garlic, minced garlic, already minced. We'll put it in. We're gonna put it on the stove and we're gonna stir it low and slow. And we're going to saute the onions for about 5 minutes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Hey everybody.
Hey, we're back. And our beautiful onions have been sauteed to a beautiful translucent onion color. So the next thing we're doing, we're gonna add in our butternut squash that we remember we roasted.
With salt and pepper and garlic.
And olive oil.
And olive oil.
And we roasted for an hour and then we let it cool and then we peel the skin off and we measured out 6 cups for each one of these recipes of, I'll let you put that in, a beautiful butternut squash that's fantastic in the fall, a fall squash. We're gonna add in 1 cup of apple cider, do that, go ahead. And we're gonna add in 4 cups of chicken broth or vegetable broth if you're vegetarian. And then we're gonna slice up 1 Granny Smith apple and put it in. That's gonna give us that nice, wonderful apple flavor. So I'll do that. In the meantime, if you'll measure out our spices, we have 4 spices. We're gonna use nutmeg, we're gonna use sweet marjoram, and we're gonna actually use cayenne pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper. So we're gonna put in a ½ teaspoon of nutmeg first. Right, I'll do this while you do that.
½ teaspoon of
Half
nutmeg.
a teaspoon of nutmeg, yummy. Now if you have a nut allergy, you need to be careful because nutmeg is from a nut, remember? We're going to use a ½ teaspoon of sweet marjoram. What is sweet marjoram?
Don't know.
It's a special herb. In some countries, it's like used like oregano, but it has a sweet taste to it. This is a secret herb for this, so you need to make sure you don't miss out on that one.
And how much cayenne?
1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. 1/8. 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. And then we're going to add a little pepper. We're going to add a ¼ teaspoon of pepper to the top. Remember, pepper is a stimulant. It stimulates your taste buds, so it makes everything taste even better. Just use a little bit. You don't have to use a lot.
¼ teaspoon?
¼ teaspoon. Of course, we're going to taste all this as we go. We're going to taste it. We'll add our apple. It's just in kind of bite-sized pieces because remember, it's going to cook on the stove. And then we are ready to rock and roll. We're going to put it on the stove and we're going to let it simmer for 25 minutes. Ready?
We're ready. Big pizza pie and somebody. It is on.
We're back.
Oh. There we go. Now we're on.
And we have simmered our wonderful soup for about 20 minutes on the stove. Remember, a lot of this is already pre-cooked because it's been roasted, and we're just kind of melding all the flavors together, right?
Right.
So now we're going to take our favorite tool,
The immersion blender.
Immersion
If you don't
blender.
have one, you need to get one.
How does it work?
Plug it in.
Plug it in.
It's got a safety switch.
Yep. And then when we turn on, this little bottom part is going to spin around and chop up everything. So there's a secret to this application, and that is...
Always keep the blade underneath the liquid, otherwise it'll go.
So here we go. Try not to be too loud. Oh, first,
We have electricity.
we have electricity. There we go.
Whoa!
That's what we're talking about. All right. So then we're going to add in, the last thing we're going to add is 8 ounces of cream cheese. Now this is to make it smooth and delicious, and it really does add to the flavor. So we're going to finish that up real quick. Farmer Larry's going to do a taste test because you got to always make sure you taste before you serve.
That's right.
Make sure you don't need any extra salt or pepper. And then we're going to show you what it looks like finished up. Ready?
Ready.
Back. Oh my gosh, it looks so delicious. Wow. A little bit of challah bread, glass of wine, and we are ready to go. Want to taste it? Yum. Oh, wow.
So good.
I can taste that sweet marjoram in there. It's really, really good. Wow. So, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell below so you can get more of our Farmer Larry and Miss Lynn
Recipes.
recipes.
Salute.
Salute.